great.
Yeah. Alors, where and when did you born?
I was born in 1963 in New Haven, Connecticut.
Is that me?
Yeah,
Fruit?
yeah.
Alors, how did you grow up? Because in the family, in
Well, I grew up with 4 brothers. Grew up with, my older brother was a musician, got us all into it. And I grew up, I was a hockey player.
Yeah.
From 3 years old till through high school, playing hockey.
Alors, how did you met Guitar Gabriel?
I met Guitar Gabriel through, I was in North Carolina working at the UNC Chapel Hill Southern Folklife Collection, doing research on an old blues musician named Guitar Slim, James Stevens. But not the one from New Orleans, one from North Carolina. And on his deathbed, he said, you really need to find Guitar Gabriel. Okay?
Yeah.
And I went to got a call to teach. Cool?
Yeah.
Got a call to teach in an inner city school, and I asked my students about Guitar Gabriel, and one of the students was her roommate, her next door, lived next door, and I went there after the school, and I met him.
Okay, alors, how did you been from the Music Makers Foundation Relief Association?
How did I form it? Yeah, early on, for a few years, I tried to get record deals. I tried to perform, and I met a friend named Mark Levinson. Does audio. He's an audio pioneer, and he came up with the idea, and we made a CD called "A Living Past," and we went out to the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, and told the people about this. He remastered the recordings and played them, and we raised $20,000 that weekend. And since then, we found there was a better way to help these musicians through it, because they were too old to tour and do everything.
It's very important for you. Say, how did you met Mark Levinson?
Yeah.
Because it's very important for you in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, because he was it was based in New York City.
Exactly.
And he's the one that introduced me to Eric Clapton. Yeah, and he knew a lot of people with money, power, and influence. And he would, because he was selling a stereo that cost $500,000 to $1.5 million. His clients were very wealthy people, and he would tell these people to help me out. So he was a very important person.
Alors, 1984, you met Eric Clapton. How did you been at the meeting with him?
I think it was in '95.
In 95?
And Mark Levinson met him in a restaurant, and he was carrying a copy of a booklet that we produced. And Eric, he started talking to Eric, and Eric said, "I'm going to Chicago, then I'm going to Japan, then I'm going to London, then I'm coming back to New York. I'd like to meet with Tim." And so we got a call when he was in London, and on a date, and I flew up, and we spent the day listening to music, and then we got to record a couple of pieces together. And he gave his stamp of approval to our work, and soon after, through that, I got a record. I got employed by Larry Rosen and David Grusin to be a record producer, and so he really helped me out. His endorsement of my work helped me out.
Yeah, but because after your wife worked in Tower Records.
Yeah.
How did you contact the distribution with?
Well, early on we had distribution, but then we were with Sire Wea, and we were distributed through Cello, and for '98 and '99, and that company failed. And as of late, I just started distributing the records about 3 years ago in the States again, and now in France with Dixie Frog. Prior, it was mostly just mail order.
Alors, 1994, between 1999, there are the many stars that come for your project. B.B. King, Jeff Beck, the Stones, and also Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
We came for the project.
Yeah. I was, my friend was producing B.B. King's Deuces Wild, John Porter. And that's where, I traveled with B.B. to L.A., London, and New York, and I showed B.B. my project, and he introduced me to all these stars, told them about Music Maker. That's how I met all those people. And then when I met Taj Mahal, he jumped in with both feet, and and he's on our board of directors, and he's kind of really stayed with us the whole time. Even though we're friendly with many others, we contact them for endorsements, or Bonnie Raitt sends a check every year.
Ok. Alors, 200 years found your label, and 2004 you generate $600,000 for the foundation. Do you this money was just for survive? Because it's very difficult for to do the
Yeah, we have to raise a lot of money to survive. We have to raise about between $500,000 and $700,000 a year to keep the organization going, and every year it's very difficult because it's all through private donations and events that we do. We have one coming up, the Congressional Blues Festival. We hope to raise money. We have the Taj Mahal fishing tournament that raises money. So it's a constant struggle because we're not governmentally supported. You know, it's all through individual contributions.
Alors, how did you contact it last year for the July Cognac Festival? Same is the memories for that, because it's very important.
The Dixie Frog people have hooked me up through, I think a fellow named Jean Hervé is a booking agent, I think booked the show. And we brought us over, and they're planning to bring us over more and more shows. We're being at the Cognac Blues Passion again this year. And it was just wonderful that I think he was a friend of Philippe.
Yeah, Philippe, justement, how did you meet Philippe Langlois?
Yeah,
He's a friend too.
He's a great man. He had a talent scout named Guy L'Américain, Guy.
Yeah.
He came to my house, and he discovered Pure
Guy L'Américain.
Yeah, and he's the one that proposed the idea to Philippe.
Yeah.
So it's and then Philippe went for it. So God bless him.
Yeah, because he's incredible.
Yeah.
I saw the first records in music makers in the same days when I was in Eric Bibb's studio for the last CD of Eric, Omar Sandy and the musician. And Philippe is look that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Alors, I saw them for the Beauvais Show Festival. Which are the artists for this tour?
This week we have Eddie Tigner, Albert White, Pink Anderson, Pura Fay, and Adolphus Bell.
Okay, because I've saw the musician today, and we're speaking together. Why you don't play on the CD?
Me myself?
The musician they play tonight.
Oh, I think Pura Fay is on the CD.
Yeah, just
Pura Fay, and then I'm not sure who else. Pink Anderson's on the CD, and I don't think Eddie and Albert are on the CD. So it mattered. We try to be equitable, and every time we get a tour, we try to bring different people in and spread the money around so everyone has a chance.
Okay. Yeah. Because I've saw
Adolphus, and he was. I didn't meet Adolphus till after that CD was made. Yeah, and it was too bad that he didn't get on it, but I didn't know him then.
Alors, after 2 days in Meridian Hotel for the show, when you project after the show of Meridian, you go home and
we go home, and we have a tour in July at Vienne, and then we go to then we go to the Cognac Blues Festival, and then I think Pure Fay has some gigs in Germany in August. Adolphus is going to be at the Nancy, the Nancy Festival.
And when you play to Paris, is there the dates soon? And a club, and because the Meridian is very expensive.
For
the people.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Yeah, God, it's crazy, isn't it? It's very expensive. Even for us, half price is very expensive.
25.
Yeah.
For one day.
I don't know. I would like to play some other places. Maybe the future
it's
will
possible
help us.
we stay in the contact because I know the the Tourneur
Yeah.
in
I think it's
French.
mostly a tourist hotel, or yeah, it's not very connected. But
I think for you in the Cigale, where Betty Lavette played 2
Yeah.
days before.
it'd be good, huh? It'd be nice to have that.
She play. She play Friday night. Friday night to Paris, and I've got the interviews. They are 7 months ago, and I need the report for her because very good voice and alors now talk to me a little bit the artist for the CD because it's different it's very important. I listen in the morning because
we have many people like Jack Owens is on there from Bentonia, very old blues artist. Mr. Frank Edwards is old. Then it goes to the modern, like soul, that the hip hop remix, for the electronic tracks, and then Guitar Gabriel. It's a smattering of, we have over 70 records. I don't know how they picked it. I was surprised what they picked, and I was happy.
It's a good surprise because the name in French, I don't know the name. It's a good surprise.
Yeah, Neil Patman.
I love the music because
and it's people you never heard of before.
Pure music.
Yeah, Taj Mahal's backing Neil Patman or John D. Holman. It's just unknown artists, but they're playing. Their music is timeless, and it will be timeless for years to come. It's just great music.
Alors the last question is possible. Few words in French is possible.
Bonjour. I don't
Bonsoir.
know. Bonsoir. I'm sorry, I don't know French.
No French.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Great.
you.